Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, David here, and with the announcements of modern Persona games coming to all the modern platforms being Xbox, PlayStation, Nintendo, PC, Persona 3 Portable, Persona 4 Golden, and Persona 5 Royal, all coming out on all modern platforms, I figured now would be a good time to talk about the first game that Atlus decided to bring back, which is Persona 5 Royal. Persona 5 Royal is coming out on Xbox One, Xbox Series systems, so Xbox Series S and X, PC via the Windows Store, PC via Steam, and Nintendo Switch, plus it's getting a native version on PlayStation 5 as well. It's already playable on PlayStation 4. That is the first game, and it's coming out in October 21st of this year. So in just a few months, we all will be playing Persona 5 Royal on our favorite platform of choice. And today I want to talk about the game itself, Persona 5 Royal, and why I think it is a fantastic entry point. If you're new into the Persona series, or if you never played any of the games, you're looking at Persona 5 Royal, you're going on howlongtobeat.com and you're like, whew, this may be a little rough. But at the same time, you're looking at the Metacritic score and you're like, ooh, well, I probably should play that because it's a classic or something. Well, today I want to tell you guys why you shouldn't be afraid of this really long RPG. Great game indeed. The review scores are talking for itself, and today I am going to describe why I think in the series itself, Persona, why is Persona 5 a great entry point and why it is actually a game that I would recommend playing first in the series. But before we do, I want to talk about a giveaway that I'm currently running on the channel, which is for a physical collector's edition of Soul Hackers 2 on PlayStation 5 from Japan. I'm giving out my second collector's edition to a subscriber of my channel. All you have to do to enter is, again, be subscribed to my channel. Then you click the link down in the description below. It takes about 30 seconds to a minute to fill in the information to be entered. You can also follow me on Twitter for additional entries if you want to. Note that this is a Japanese physical collector's edition for the game, PlayStation 5 version. And I include free worldwide shipping, so no matter where you are in the world, you can participate as long as you are subscribed to the channel and as long as you enter the information using the link down in the description below. But without any further ado, let's just jump right into the video and into my reasons why I think Persona 5 Royal is a fantastic place to start. Now, the first thing that you potentially already heard about the Persona series is the difficulty of those games, or maybe the SMT series in general. Shin Megami Tensei is the mainline series, and Persona is actually a spin-off, or it used to be a spin-off of the Shin Megami Tensei series. Now it dropped the SMT name, and now it's its own IP, and it's now more popular than mainline SMT. But both those series are considered really hard games, really hard Japanese RPGs, and I'm sure this could potentially stop some people from trying out those games. Persona 5 Royal is by far the easiest game in the Persona series, in my opinion, on normal mode. There is difficulty options. There is an easy mode, there is an hard mode, and there's an extremely hard mode, which I don't really remember the specific name, but normal is very easy. And obviously, I'm a Megaton fan. I've been for years, so I'm not a reference, but I have some of my friends who pretty much never played an RPG but fell in love with Persona 5 after they played it on normal, and they didn't struggle at all. Now, the game can be challenging at times, but it's definitely not something, in terms of the difficulty, it's not something that you should consider if you decide not to play the game, if that makes sense. It's definitely not a big issue. Plus, if you play the Royal version, which is the version that Atlus is bringing back this October, you're getting a ton of quality of life improvements or quality of life features that were not in the original vanilla version of Persona 5. So overall, great place to start for its difficulty. Both Persona 3 Portable and Persona 4 Golden are way more challenging than Persona 5 Royal from my experience playing all those games more than one time. Now, another thing that is actually great is, again, those games are extremely big. Persona 5 is lengthy. There's a ton of things that you can do in the game. Well, the game starts off with a very lengthy but great tutorial. Now, in Persona 5, it's long. The tutorial is long, I'm not going to lie, but it's not like a bland tutorial. It keeps going with the story, and they show you mechanics bit by bit. They're going to show you the dungeon explorations, they're going to show you the combat, they're going to show you the different dungeon mechanics and basic puzzles that you can find in dungeons. You're also going to be introduced to the Velvet Room. Just overall, a lot of things to introduce to the player, but those things are paced perfectly, and they introduce you one mechanic at a time, and I honestly think that it's really good. Even though the tutorial is long, you experience the story at the same time, so it doesn't really feel like a tutorial. It's hard to explain, but it's just really good. And again, if you have no experience with the Persona series or RPGs in general, it explains everything really well. Also, its social links, its calendar system, they explain everything, which is really good. Now, I do want to mention, of course, that Persona 5 Royal is actually a game that is really similar, or at least pretty similar to both Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Portable. Persona 3 itself is pretty much where the calendar system started for the Persona games. So the day-by-day basis, your social links, your confidence when you talk to people, you build up social links to get perks afterwards. That all started in Persona 3. And honestly, it shows a little bit, but it's still a really solid game. So by playing Persona 5 first, I feel like you will get a better experience, or you will get more enjoyment out of Persona 4 and Persona 3 afterwards, which is strange to say because obviously it came out after, but because of how modern it is, if you fall in love with the formula of Persona 5, you'll have no problem going back to Persona 4 Golden and Persona 3 Portable, because those games, they aged pretty well, for sure. Now, of course, Persona 3 is actually the portable version of the game that we're getting, so it's a little different with exploration outside of the main dungeon, Tartarus being point and click. But other than that, it is extremely similar to both Persona 4 Golden and Persona 5. So for that reason, I do think that Persona 5 is once again a great place to start, because you'll enjoy the other two games that are coming out in 2023 on modern platforms way more. And I feel like it's a good decision for Atlus to bring back Persona 5 Royal before the other ones. I don't really have to tell you, but Persona 5 Royal is actually probably one of the best RPGs of the last decade, or at least critically speaking, it's one of the highest rated games, highest rated RPGs of all time, but of the last decade as well. So it shows it is a very good game. It is a very good game, extremely solid music, great characters, fantastic story and plot, has its little pacing issues here and there, extremely stylish game, beautiful visuals, the combat system is freaking awesome, the social links are the best, arguably, in all the Persona series. It is a fantastic cast of characters through and through, so it's just overall a very good game, and I'm kind of simping for it because it's one of my favorite games of all time, and I played all the Persona games, most SMT games as well, so I know what I'm talking about. It's a great game, and it deserves to be critically acclaimed like it is. Now finally, it's simple, but Persona 5 at this point is the most accessible game in the series, or it will be in October. As of October 21st, 2022, you will be able to play Persona 5 on PlayStation 3, on PlayStation 4, on PlayStation 5, on PC via the Windows Store, on PC via Steam, on Nintendo Switch, on Xbox One, and on Xbox Series S and X. So a ton of people will be able to jump in right away. Oh, and for Xbox and PC, it's coming out on Game Pass. Actually, I'm not sure about PC, but it's coming out on Xbox Game Pass for sure, which is very, very good. If you don't even have to pay for it. If you own an Xbox and you're subscribed to Game Pass, you can just play it day one there. It's awesome. And again, don't sleep on Persona 5 Royal. It's just an overall fantastic game, fantastic experience, and I think it can definitely grab you in and make you fall in love with the Persona series as a whole. I hope this video will help you making the great decision. Persona 5 Royal is a fantastic entry point. I know I have a lot of subscribers who are obviously familiar with the Persona series and Persona 5, and I know that some of you all are really awesome and you're still gonna watch this video even though you played Persona 5 3 times. If you have any reasons why you think newcomers should start with Persona 5, drop a comment below and let them know, so you guys who are new into the series, if you want more arguments, you can look at my comment sections, and I'm sure some of y'all will drop some very interesting reasons why it is a fantastic game. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, a quick thumbs up really helps, and if you're new to the Atlus and Persona community, welcome. We welcome you with open arms. Make sure to subscribe and ring that notification bell if you want to stay up to date on anything in terms of Atlus, SMT, Persona. We will see you guys in the next one. Bye.